being inspired is going to make you move faster. It's going to help you become more disciplined. It's going to help you start to really lock in and be motivated by the process, but be driven by the goal. Have you ever wondered what the difference is between motivation and inspiration? These are two things that we often hear in the personal development world or just generally in life, but I think both of them are two totally different things, and yet they're used usually in the same context. Now, why is it important to understand the difference between motivation and inspiration? Well, it's really going to come down and be dependent to how fast and how effortless do you want to achieve your goal. And the reason that this is what makes these things so different is motivation is very short-lived. Okay, I am not a fan of motivation. Okay, sometimes when I go to speak at different events, people say, "Oh, you're going to motivate us," and I go, "No, I'm not going to." Do you know why? Because think about the last time you got motivated. You were excited, you were revved up, and then you just went back and did the same things the way you've always done them. So you and I both know motivation is short-lived. And actually, I think when we hear the word motivation, really the energy that I get off that word is, have to kind of go and get motivation to go and do something more. And we live in a world that's very busy, very fast, and that is more work. So even though we all say things like, I'll do it when I get the motivation, we're not really motivated to get motivated, right? And that's why motivation is an area you don't really want to go near. Where you want to move to is to being inspired. Being inspired means you're in spirit. It's where the word comes from. And that means you're drawing from within to move it out, and you're inspired to do it. You're driven from within. Instead of being motivated from without, and then we're trying to do something on the outside when everything always starts on the inside. So I want you to ask yourself today, are you motivated or are you inspired? Because being inspired is going to make you move faster. It's going to help you become more disciplined. It's going to help you start to really lock in and be motivated by the process, but be driven by the goal. And when you're driven by a goal, a burning desire within you, then you're going to move into spirit. That means you're going to move into alignment. We talk about these things called flow states. That's a word that we often hear about. And really that just means you've become aligned to a purpose and you're operating in harmony with the universal laws. Now, if that's brand new information to you, then stick around, because this is something that my mentor, Bob Proctor, taught me. That Kim, this whole world, this whole universe operates by very specific universal laws. Kind of like gravity. Thankfully, that's here and I'm on this seat. And we've been taught some of these, but not all of them. Now, this is important when it comes to looking at motivation and inspiration, because I was never really that motivated. I wasn't really that inspired either. But it was when I started to understand and learn and create an awareness that actually life is like one big game. You can actually have anything you want, but you got to first decide what you want, and then you got to get moving in that direction. The inspiration will start to fuel you, because see, when you start moving towards something that you really want, not to get, but to grow, that starts to ignite a little flame within you. And just like fire or flames that we know of, you only need to light a little tiny bit and then it takes off. So today, ask yourself, what is driving me? What is my purpose today? Am I working on purpose, or am I just kind of going round the mill trying to get motivation to do things that we kind of want? Like, now is the time to start getting serious. You get one life, and life is operated by universal laws that were not made by man, cannot be changed by man, but you can learn to work with them. And you've been given a mindset, and that mindset is your greatest gift. And when you start to learn how to use that towards a goal, the inspiration is just going to accelerate your results. It's going to build in momentum. You see, a lot of people say to me, Kim, how do you stay motivated? Well, you can't. I stay inspired. And here's the thing. Both of these things are mental states, really. They're energy. And energy, just like we know in the lights and everything in our houses and where we use energy, energy has momentum. So as soon as you start to move on that path, when you start to become inspired around an idea, a goal, you're not going to have all the inspiration at the start, but you need to start. Because when you start, the momentum and the energy builds, and that's what takes you off down the path of a quantum leap, down a path of achieving results in an effortless way. So check in today. If you're only motivated, I would probably say you need to look at your goals. Because people really, most of the time, 97% of the population, aren't setting goals that would inspire you. Goals that are just motivate you are usually goals you've done before, or there's not much growth attached. So today, challenge yourself. If you want more energy, if you want more go in your step, if you want to have better health, better relationships, and have that zest, whatever you want to call it, then you focus on a goal. Focus on something that's going to develop you, bring more of you to the surface, and that will certainly inspire you. Be obsessed with the process, be driven by the goal. I hope you've enjoyed today's teaching. Check us out. Click the subscription button and the notification bell, and we'll be back with more awesome content helping you create the life that you want.